welcome my friend Steve here. Steve, he and I have an interesting story. It kind of reminds me of a client of ours who had a friend who, a colleague was in jail, woman, and she just coincidentally met her husband, of all things, in the jail, who was the sheriff, and they turned out to be have family together and kids. So it's interesting how certain adversities can bring people together. This is a great introductory story to my friend Steve here. Steve and I met via a cold call and some letters and some emails, and asked us to come out to assess one of his properties that he had purchased. And he actually got a decent deal on the property. It just needed a little bit more work. And we brought in our designer, and Gift came in, and I came in, and the final prognosis wasn't really what Steve wanted to hear. How did you feel about that prognosis, Steve?
Yeah, I was shocked at what the advice I was given, because I thought the house was located so perfectly it didn't need any modifications. We should still sell it as it was. But as it turned out, a year later, me still owning the house and still not selling it, that Glenn and his wife Giff and the designer were correct. The house needed significant renovations, remodeling the first floor, kitchen, bathroom, etc. And I do have some background in construction, and I went ahead and initiated the renovation work myself, and based on the recommendations made by Glenn and his wife and the designer. Had my contractors come in, and halfway through the work, once the house started opening up and the remodeling designs were obvious, contracts started coming in. And so I was very humbled in the fact that I should have listened to you two guys right off the bat, would have sold the house a lot sooner. And I don't mind making mistakes as long as I learn from them. And I should have taken your advice right off the bat. Giff was dead on her assessment with what the house would sell for with the renovation cost. Because I have contracting skills, I was able to do the renovations much less than what the designer had thought. That was my advantage. But still, the concept and the design was the same as was reiterated to me by you and your wife.
And you had actually kind of waited off with another agency, another real estate agency. We had kind of given you, our best go at it, our 100% type of thing, which we do with all our clients. What did you think of the service levels that the other agent had given you?
Initially, I was pleased because the other agent was telling me what I wanted to hear, and we set the price at about where I thought it would be. But again, no offers, nothing. She was hardworking, dedicated, but she needed direction, and unfortunately, that direction had to come from me. I had to tell her what we were going to do. We were going to renovate it. She didn't want to do it, but I wasn't getting any offers. So I just went ahead and did it without her. And as soon as the renovations were in.
Do you or someone you know looking to buy, sell, or investment in real estate?
If you're thinking about selling, our proven marketing plan can sell your house for top dollar with an absolutely smooth closing in the shortest period of time.
Call us 703-707-0334. We will help you.
Bye now.
I got an offer on the contract, and unfortunately the offer was at the base contract prior to renovations. And the realtor was like, we haven't had any offers, let's just take it. And at this point, a year later, I was kind of frustrated, and I treated it like a bad stock and just wanted to get rid of it.
Yeah. Now, and Steve, if it makes you feel any better, you're not alone. We have a lot of clients who they kind of go away and they come back and they try and go out and do something. And a lot of times you were able to actually clean everything up on your own. We sometimes have to step in when there's construction liens, or step in when the other agent essentially disappears, which is unusual, but it definitely happens. So you actually had a chance to experience kind of both the sales side and the renovation side, kind of all the way from the beginning. So from a turnkey perspective, did you think that our kind of all workflow was a little bit more comprehensive than what the average agent had provided you out there, or what you've been exposed to in the past?
Absolutely, Glenn. Absolutely. Your level of service and your foresight was spot on.
Great. Well, I appreciate that, Steve. So you and I are going to be down at the local pub. We're gonna bend some elbows together for the next holiday that's coming up. Yeah, I was gonna say I'm already there's one too. So we appreciate you very much, and we definitely want to stay connected with you and see you at some of our events. And thank you so much for your raving endorsement. Thank you.
Absolutely. Just like I said, I should have gone with what you guys said initially, but I was too hard-headed at the time.
It happens to the best of us. Sometimes the emotions get in the way. But however, I got to give you credit. As Socrates says, the hardest thing to know is to know thyself. And
yeah, exactly.